Hey everyone, welcome back to VoiceOver Freedom. If you've ever wondered how hard it is to break into voiceover work without any prior experience, well, you're in the right place today. We're gonna dive deep into how you can get started into this magnificent world of voice acting, even if you're starting from scratch. Does that sound good? Let's get into it. So I know one of the biggest concerns people have when starting out is feeling like you're not qualified enough. But here's the good news. Every single voice actor starts as a beginner. That's right, nobody comes into this industry with tons of experience from the get-go. The key to overcoming that fear is realizing that it's all about practice, experimenting, and building your skill set. You don't have to have a fancy smancy studio or an acting background to land your first gig, but you do have to put in the time and care and the willingness into this craft. Learn and get yourself out there. Now, let's talk about where you can find those voiceover gigs, even if you're brand spanking new. There's several platforms online where beginners have a great chance of landing gigs without needing tons of experience. Here are my top 3 recommendations. First up, we have Fiverr. I started on here in 2010. This is one of the easiest platforms for beginners to get started on. You can set up a gig offering voiceover services and clients can find your profile. The key to success on Fiverr is offering competitive prices in the beginning to build up reviews and a solid reputation. And like I mentioned, don't worry, you don't need fancy equipment to start. Just a clear, well-edited sample of your demo and your voice will be great. Clients are often small businesses or people looking for a quick, affordable voiceover, making it perfect for newcomers. Next, we have Upwork. Upwork works a little different because you have to actually audition for the jobs by submitting proposals to clients. Now, this might be a little intimidating at first, but it's a great way to find voiceover gigs across a wide range of industries, anything from e-learning to podcast intros and beyond. On Upwork, you want to focus on writing a strong, personalized proposal. Highlight your willingness to learn, and if you don't have a portfolio yet, it's all good. You can offer a lower price to entice clients to give you a shot. Many clients are happy to hire enthusiastic beginners. Finally, Voices.com is a more traditional voiceover platform. While this one does cater more to professional voice actors, they still have opportunities for some beginners, especially for the smaller projects. The platform is highly respected, so it's a great long-term goal as you build experience. It is pretty competitive though, just a heads up. Alright, so we talked about the websites, now let's talk about confidence. If you're nervous about landing your first few gigs, that's totally normal. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll get. Here's a few ways to start practicing even before you land your first gig. One of the best ways to practice is by reading scripts out loud every day. You can find some sample scripts online for commercials, narrations. You can go to the library, use magazines, books, all of that. It's all good for practice, and the more you do practice, the more you will learn to control your voice and add personality to your readings. Here's another golden nugget. Record yourself regularly, even if that's on video, and listen back and watch yourself. Take notes on what you can improve on, whether that could be pacing, clarity, emotion. Remember, voice acting is acting, so don't be afraid to be expressive and try different tones and styles. Now, how do you actually land that first gig? It's all about persistence and patience. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. So here's a few tips to help you land your first voiceover job. And a lot of people skip this. Firstly, make sure your profile is polished on any platform that you're using. A professional looking profile, even if you're just starting out, helps build that trust. It shows that you put time into yourself. Secondly, respond quickly to any client inquiries. Fast responses show that you're serious about the work and you're easy to communicate with. Clients love that. Plus, you don't want to lose them to someone else. Finally, be ready to negotiate your price in the beginning. You don't want to undervalue yourself, but you can be a little flexible, especially with your rates in the first few gigs, to kind of get those first reviews going, get that ball rolling. Plus, it helps you build that portfolio. All right, last but definitely not least, let's talk about motivation. It can be discouraging if you don't land a gig right away, and that's okay. Voice acting is a journey, and every audition or recording is a step forward. Stay persistent, keep practicing, your time will come. So if you're just starting out and feeling overwhelmed, remember everyone begins as a beginner. You don't need tons of experience to get gigs. You just need the right mindset, the willingness to learn, and a bit of practice and patience. We're going to be dropping video content pretty frequently, and if you're ready to get started, I've created a step-by-step starter course, which you can find in the link in the description. I show you how to use your mic, how to build your booth, how to record, how to edit, mix in music. I even give you the sample scripts, all at an extremely affordable price. That again is in the link in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the next one.